Hello, and what I just played was part of an exercise using a drum rudiment called the paradiddle. And I was playing a paradiddle over the triads of the major scale. If you like the sound of that, stick around and I'll show you how it works. Before we begin, I'm going to be moving at a fairly quick pace, so it's going to be assumed that you know what intervals and the triads of the major scale are. If you're a little unsure about those things, I'll leave some resource links below in the description. So what is a paradiddle? A paradiddle is a drum rudiment or a drum sticking that goes right, left, and left, left. This is actually a very common thing in music. You'll find this almost everywhere in music, where you'll play a note here, you'll go over there, you'll play another note or series of notes, and then you'll come back to the notes you played. It's a very common thing in music. It creates patterns, and that's what attracts us to it. So this is a paradiddle pattern. What we're going to do is we're going to add notes from the triads of the C major scale to this pattern. Why would we do this? Well, there's many reasons why we would do this, and I've got a little list here. It's going to develop your rhythm and your timing. It's going to deepen your understanding of intervals. It strengthens your knowledge of the fretboard. It's going to boost your creativity. You're going to see that. It builds speed and control, and it reinforces music theory and kind of a fun way to practice your music theory. So, a paradiddle. We just need two notes. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our C chord and we're going to take the root and the third. So the pattern was right, left. We're going to go root, third, root. And where it was left, left, we're going to go third, root, third. That's going to sound something like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that up each degree of the major scale and then come back down again. Now you probably noticed that I was playing with the time and the rhythm a little bit, and that's because this is one of those exercises where it's the alternating pattern between the two notes that our ears are catching up, are picking up on, and not necessarily the strict time or the rhythm. So you can play with it a little bit. For example, some of you might know the Bach cello suite in G there, da ba da go da go da go ba ba da go da go, where sometimes you'll hear them kind of pause that first note a little bit. You could do that with this quite easily. And so on. Okay, so let's try this again, but this time our two notes, let's make it the root and the fifth. So where we had right, left, that'll become root, fifth, root, and left, left will become fifth, root, fifth. And that'll sound something like this up and down the major scale. So it's kind of cool, eh? So this is going to spark a lot of creative ideas, and I encourage you to go down the rabbit hole. If you come across something that sounds good, by all means chase it. Okay, so what if we just take half the paradiddle? In other words, just the right, left, right, right, before we move on to another set of new notes. Let's try it. We're going to use the third and the fifth again. Let's try the fifth. You're probably going to come across some different ways that you can play this, and there's so many different ways. I'm not even sure how to calculate how many different ways there are to play this, but just like if you hear something, if you think of a different way to finger this, by all means follow it, pursue it. I think that's how we grow as musicians, is discovering new ways to do things. Okay, so I've written out a couple of exercises, and they focus a little more on, they spend a little more time on each triad. And the first one, it follows the pattern of a root, third, root, and then to the fifth below. And I'm going to do it at 3 different tempos, 60, 70, and 80 beats per minute. And then exercise 2 follows the pattern of root, third, fifth, back down to the third, and then it moves on to the next chord. And again, I'm going to do it at 3 different tempos, 60, 70, and 80 beats per minute. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the end. we go, playing the triads of the major scale using a paradiddle. I think you'll find if you give it a try, right away you're going to see that, holy cow, I can play a lot faster than I thought I could. And I think also your ears are going to open up, and you'll start to hear different ideas and possibilities pop into your head. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing it. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave a note down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you. I love to help. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.